The African sun beat down on the open-top jeep. Dust swirled in the air as we bumped along the dirt road. Our guide, Joseph, scanned the horizon, looking for any sign of movement, any clue to the whereabouts of the animals we were seeking. We were tense with anticipation. It was day 3 of our Grey Sound safari, and so far we had seen elephants, giraffes, and even a leopard. But the lions remained elusive. The savannah stretched out before us, a vast expanse of golden grass and acacia trees. The air vibrated with the hum of insects and the calls of unseen birds. The scent of dry earth and wild herbs filled our nostrils. Every rustle of leaves, every chirp of a bird, sent a jolt of excitement through us. Would this be the moment? Would this be when we finally laid eyes on the kings of the savannah? Joseph suddenly lifted his hand, signaling us to stop. He had spotted something. We held our breath, our eyes following his gaze. There, in the shade of a cluster of acacia trees, lay a pride of lions. We were a motley crew of tourists, united by our shared sense of adventure. There was John, a retired banker from London, his face weathered by years under the African sun. And Maria, a young photographer from New York, her camera clicking incessantly, trying to capture every fleeting moment. There was also me, Peter, a writer, always searching for a good story. We were all decked out in our finest safari gear, khaki shorts and shirts, wide-brimmed hats, and sturdy boots. Binoculars hung around our necks, and cameras with impressive zoom lenses were clutched in our hands. We were ready for anything, or so we thought. We had spent the past few days learning about the animals, their habits and their habitats. We had learned about the delicate balance of life on the savannah, the constant struggle for survival. But nothing could have truly prepared us for the raw power and majesty of what we were about to witness. The lions were magnificent. There were 5 of them, a large male with a thick mane, 3 females and a young cub. They were sprawled out on the ground, their tawny coats blending seamlessly with the dry grass. They seemed oblivious to our presence, lost in their own world of slumber and sated hunger. The male lion lifted his head and yawned, revealing a set of razor-sharp teeth. One of the females stretched languidly, her claws extended before settling back down. The cub, full of energy, batted playfully at its mother's tail. We watched, mesmerized, as these apex predators went about their day. Joseph whispered that the lions had likely made a kill recently. The remnants of a zebra carcass lay a short distance away, picked clean to the bone. The air was thick with the pungent smell of blood and decay. It was a stark reminder of the brutal reality of life on the savannah. We sat there for what felt like an eternity, captivated by the sight of these majestic creatures. The sun began to set, painting the sky in hues of orange, pink, and purple. The lions stirred, sensing the change in light and temperature. It was time for them to begin their evening hunt. The large male rose to his feet, followed by the females. They moved with a grace and power that belied their size. The cub, still playful, bounded ahead, only to be called back by a sharp growl from its mother. And then, as quickly as they had appeared, they were gone, melting into the long grass. We were left speechless, our senses overwhelmed by the experience. We had witnessed the raw beauty and power of nature, the delicate balance between predator and prey. As we drove back to camp, the image of those lions, bathed in the golden light of the setting sun, remained etched in our minds. It was a memory we would carry with us always,